Welcome to the basement.
I drop gems, I'm hard, just peep the wordplay. I came to kill and resurrect on the 7th day. So red to push the button. Man, my shit disgusting.
You say that, that's another artist that's like, he's trying to find what the audience is listening to and fit that.
Well, the thing about it, like how Nas can tap into this audience, I feel like that's kind of where Game is kind of missing. Like we saying, as we get older, people find somebody. You're raising a family and all here, and this dude's still talking about like bed hopping. You know what I mean? Talking about this, saying this girl name, this girl name.
bro,
It's just like, bro, that's disrespectful. Like, go and move on and say something else, do something different. We don't care who you slept with this week.
his whole
childish.
His whole marketing on some bullshit. He on some fuckboy marketing. And it's like, dog, you 40. Like, we don't want to see you doing fuckboy shit. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be like I think about it like of course we got a podcast and we older. You know what I mean? We don't necessarily look it, but we gotta carry ourselves a certain type of fucking way out here, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we can have. You could have fucking fun, but like, how can I expect somebody younger than me to even respect what I got to say or whatever?
If I'm trying to act like them,
I'm not gonna act like them. No, motherfucker, I'm out. I'm here. I'm in my fucking little man cave. I'm chilling. Like, I don't have to be like, yo, y'all invite me somewhere. Like, what time that shit? All right, I'll be there and I'm out. I don't have to go to the after spot. Like, I don't feel that no more. You know what I mean? And Game just feels like
That's
he's
not
still
to
trying
say,
to
like, I mean, like, we sitting here, we it's other people that do. I don't know, just the way that he does it, like with the straight out name calling. I think that's kind of where it's like still like other people, just talk about it and move on or whatever. But no, he got to call out every last one of these women's names and stuff like this. It's just like, that's the part that's pointless to me. Like, but that's his style. That's always been his style. He gonna name drop a bunch of different people, but it's just. I don't know.
But I mean, that's the shame though. Think about that, because like the Game is considered a legend. He dropped the album this year, and
nobody said much about it. Nobody said anything bad. Nobody said.
It was
much
like 30 songs on there, and there's a whole marketing.
Yo, Prez, did you blueprint to that?
No.
See. Look at it. Look, he didn't even. Prez didn't even blueprint. Like, so that goes.
Now he coming to the whole other thing too. What we've been talking about and what we going on. We going into the after party. Y'all got the list now.
Yeah,
this is the other stuff we're gonna talk about, like our honorable mentions, things of that nature, and we're just gonna have a discussion now at this point, right? But the thing that he's gonna go into is just like he's in a year where we done got good album after good album after good album. We sitting here, we can't even must narrow down to 10. Like, this is not like a typical year. Like, we have too many that was like kind of matching up in the same spots and stuff like this where before we would, so yeah, it's if I got all this good music now, when you drop this 30 and I didn't feel it, and guess what? I got this other album I was loving. I'm just jump back over to it.
I've noticed that like the New York OG rappers are doing a lot better than the West Coast OG rappers as far as like this day and age.
Yeah, Jim Jones.
There's not a lot of West Coast OG rappers that's keeping up with what the New York OG, like Jim Jones, Nas, Styles P, Jada. Them dudes are still dropping heavy work and getting consistent plays and getting consistent respect, working with a lot of young artists. Where it's like the West Coast OG rap, like you said, the Mount Westmoreland album that dropped,
terrible.
Like that shit.
Terrible.
Yeah, you said it was terrible. Like, and that's the OGs of West Coast rap: Snoop, Ice Cube, E40, and Too Short. Like, that's considered the OGs, but they not doing. Really, the only one that I mean, Snoop is hit or miss.
He just dropped the Gangsta Grill, and that was bad.
Yeah, that was bad, which is saying a lot because DJ Drama ain't missed. So
he missed there.
Yeah, he did miss there.
Like a damn Giannis free throw, man. Like, it was bad.
Have y'all noticed that? Like, the West Coast OG rappers are not keeping up with what the East Coast OG rappers are doing. We're not really getting a Nas from the West Coast type of shit. Like, like an Ice Cube version of that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, we're not getting
yeah, I don't know who on the West Coast like that is that. I don't know if they still doing it like that. You know what I mean? Y'all
they
let
not.
us know. Who is it? Who is it?
I mean, I
still,
would say it should be Cube, coming out doing something.
That's
like
what
that.
I would think. Cube, or you know what I mean? Cube, he should. To me, I would think. I mean, I know he tied in all his other shit, but
yeah, he was a little bit before Nas, so like, yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah.
They're
Not
about the
too much
same.
more though.
Well, yeah, well,
Not too much
80s
more.
in the 80s, NWA came
yeah,
out
he
in the
was
80s.
late. Yeah, mid '80s,
Late 80s and Nas was early 90s. You know what I mean? Like
Nas was straight out early, like 1990,
Yeah, 91, 92, something like
So-
that. Yeah, so like, yeah, man. Shit. You bring up an interesting point,
Yeah, I
man.
want to. Yeah, I know. I want to hear. I want to hear perspective on that because I feel like I've noticed that in the past few years, like I'm really more consistently listening to even in the South OG rappers. Like those guys are still kind of
Yeah, I
or
haven't
even if
heard
they
a lot
drop
of.
a guest verses, you checking on them, like Juicy J or Scarface or
Yeah, and
you
I
know
don't
what I'm
even
saying.
want to jump on the bandwagon because I'm from the East Coast, but I'll jump on the bandwagon for as far as I think that at the end of the day, with all of these guys that we listen to rap, being able to rap at a really high skill level wins out at the end of the day. And if you could do that, you will last the test of time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I'm not saying that Snoop is a gimmick or Twister, like you know what I mean. But two different. I'm giving Midwest and West Coast examples. Like Twister, people always gonna love Twister for the maybe one or two albums that I can really think of. When he got to prominence, when he was fucking with Kanye and Rockefeller, those one of those, and then the
I fuck with Do or Die Twister.
The Do or Die Twister, and then what's the Kamikaze album?
Kamikaze, yeah.
Kamikaze album. I would say those would be the three that people that are not as tapped in the Midwest area. Like if you just pulled random people from all over the states, they would say if they into hip hop.
Those three.
Those three. But he hasn't dropped anything. I won't say he hasn't dropped anything recently because I don't know, but like it hasn't made it to my radar. You know what I mean? Dre's a producer, so he's hit or miss on what he does, and he holds up a lot of projects. You know what I mean? And then when you're talking about Ice Cube shouldn't even be it. Like he's fucking from the 80s. You know what I mean? It should be somebody that dropped in the 90s. It should be a Snoop. You know what I mean? But Snoop is just a mogul, man. Like in terms of just a personality.
But like I say, he's hit or miss. Like he'll drop something where I like it. And then he'll drop something where it's like I knew his attention wasn't really there. You know what I'm saying?
Snoop
like
is a single artist at this point. He's a legacy act for singles. He may have a single to me. Like he won't drop. I won't ever be checking for a Snoop album in life again.
Yeah,
like it just won't happen. And that's just what it is. But like a Nas, a Jay,
The Last Meal was his last good one, right?
Fuck, you gotta.
The one with No Limit, The Last Meal.
Nah, but I like that Bush album. Bush is my favorite last Snoop album with Pharrell.
I ain't even listening to that. Like it's been years. It's been probably in the double digits in terms of how long I listen to Snoop. Maybe the joint where he got the little stocking cap on the cover. Beautiful. I think Beautiful's on there.
Oh, that's damn, what's the name of that album? Gangster.
Rhythm and Gangster. Or something.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Or whatever it is.
Where he in the Cadillac.
It looked like it's like a white and blue cover.
Yeah. Damn, that's like 2000.
Exactly. That's the last time I fucking literally checked for a Snoop project.
No, go get this is the last Snoop album that I will suggest.
Besides the Wiz Khalifa thing, With that,
with Pharrell. Pharrell produced the whole album. It's called Bush. That's my favorite last Snoop album.
I'll try. Yeah. So like I said,
I hear you. I know, but I'm telling you.
That means he ain't gonna do it. I've been trying to get him a full year on a podcast where we listen to that music to listen at Malls Monday. He ain't listened at it yet.
Who's to say I didn't listen to it?
Well,
Who's to say I'm not sparing your feelings and saying
you ain't gotta spare my feelings. I like what I like. You like what you like.
I don't like it. I don't like Malls Monday. Okay, I don't like it. Full disclosure, I don't like it. After hours.
I think you might like Denzel Curry's album though.
Too goddamn spacey. We ain't connected. We don't have the same ideals. I don't know.
Mr. Military Man, I got you.
I'm not connecting with him. I'm not connecting with him, man. The shit he's saying ain't what I'm, connecting with, man.
Yeah, I got you. I understand.
That's all.
I understand.
That's all. Dig deeper. Tell me some real shit about yourself. Go in.
Well, he actually did on this album. Well, you're kind of missing the point on that.
Maybe
he made the top 10. I give him a listen.
Yeah. Well, it was in between that. Like, really, when we do the indie, you'll find out. Like on the real one, because he may not be my number one overall when it comes to like indie.
Man, are you gonna double up on your indie? What kind of shit?
Huh?
You gonna double up on your indie? Malls when they gonna appear again?
No. Can you listen to what I'm explaining? He may not be have been my number one on the indie side, but I felt like he was the most palatable for like as far as like can go both ways and as to the mainstream and still fit on this list. Cause I do like my number one indie I thought was a better of that style of rap, but I don't think it would have. It don't have the crossover.
You always could have put Freddie Gibbs number 10.
It's more indie. Huh?
I said you always could have put Freddie Gibbs number 10 and put Miles Monday number 2.
Hey, you think I ain't think about it, bro? I thought everything crossed my mind. I was just like, truthfully, like that was like, full disclosure, we listened at it. I showed y'all my list and stuff like that. That was like my number 2, like listen to that album like throughout the full year. Like I don't listen at that more than anything. Like so, next to the, like it was up there.
I left T Grizzly off.
I left ESTG off. Like I'm mad about that. Like I really enjoy ESTG.
Yeah. So can I ask a question, Iggy? This is gonna be towards Cash, but I think you kind of caught this vibe too. You let me know. Cash, do you not go outside? Do you not like going anywhere else? Like your vibe of music is one type, one lane. Like you didn't have any like good and
he had too much turn shit on there.
Yeah, I'll be outside.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm outside. What are you talking about?
You sure?
What are you talking?
You downplayed like what when it came to those like last 5 and what we was listening to.
Yeah. You didn't have a lot of turn shit.
And then you had just straight, just like that hardcore. Like I was like,
bro, you can never. Honestly, you can probably always never catch me in the whip. Like I'm never turned. Like I'm not turned. I did not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm never like I've never been the nigga at the club where I'm dancing or doing any of that. I'm just enjoying the vibes. I enjoy the scenery. I'm not in the mix of it. You know what I mean? I'm off to the corner.
Whatever, Marlo. Whatever, Marlo.
Yeah, I'm Marlo. If you want to call me Marlo, that's what I'm doing. I'm Marlo. Stanfield. I'm Marlo Stanfield. That's how I do it. I like it. Yeah, I like the ignorant shit. I mentioned Jeezy. I mentioned ESTG. What were we talking about? Those is turn.
No. You mentioned them.
Future, I said Future's them out. I said
on your list. They wasn't on your list.
It's not on my list. That's not what I listen to.
Yeah. Don't say no. Don't get it twisted. Don't try to twist up the narrative here. You didn't mention those. We mentioned them. You commented on them.
I negatively commented on others.
Yes,
I gave a positive comment with those guys.
You didn't like. You don't like 21 and Drake.
The list is 10. The list is 10. Huh? I said Pussy and Millions is my shit, man. What are we talking about?
No. You like I said once again. You commented.
That didn't make your list. I was surprised that Drake.
The whole album ain't make my list, but there's like 3 songs on it that I really enjoy that make a playlist. It's differences. If I don't enjoy this whole albums we talking about, like that's what I'm grading it on.
I enjoyed that whole album.
I did not. I don't find myself coming back. The Glenwood joint, the Pussy and Millions. What's the joint that start off like number 2 or 3 on there? It's like number 2 or 3 on that album that I enjoy.
On BS or
the second song.
The second song
I like
is
the Privileged Rappers. I think that's one of the ones stand out to me.
Privileged Rappers was my favorite, but the second song is let me look real quick.
The second song on the album?
I think it's not Rich Flex is first. Major Distribution.
Yeah, Major Distribution. I fuck with Major Distribution.
Yeah, I like that song.
I hate Back Outside Boys.
We know.
Back Outside Boys. That's why you know you ain't outside. You ain't outside.
That song is terrible, man. It don't make me feel like I want to be outside, though. That's your anthem.
That is the perfect outside song. As somebody
does that make you want to be outside?
That is
the perfect song to not be outside to.
I disagree. I'm outside, and that is a perfect outside song. Back Outside Boys. And somebody who's back outside.
That hook is terrible, man. Back Outside Boys. How you gonna have an out? Come on, man. I know that hook is terrible.
This is why you hate. Now we understand.
Terrible, man.
I knew it.
You got him, Fred.
Middle of the ocean.
Outside.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
he's
Back Outside Boys. Come on, hang on. This song is bad, man. That song. You like that song, Fred?
Let's do it step by step, Cash. Let's
Back
open up the
Outside
blinds.
Boys.
You know, on the weekends, you probably just make it slowly. You know, just try to hop in your car, take a ride down somewhere. Let the window down a little bit. You know, enjoy life a little bit more. Keep your mask on, man. Enjoy.
What is this narrative, man? That I don't enjoy life.
Enjoy life a little more.
Now that he retired, man. I don't, the club ain't my scene no more, man. The club ain't my scene, man.
I ain't saying
That's
it gotta
true. I
be,
don't
bro.
really be in
The kickback ain't. I don't know what. There's no good kickbacks I found out here. They ain't no good kickbacks yet. Maybe Back Outside Boys will be a song of the future. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
hopefully.
Yeah.
So what was some that y'all want honorable mentions that we haven't talked about already?
Yeah.
Like I know we talked about that Nego. We lightly mentioned it, but I felt like when that came out, that drop, it was like every song minus the Kid Cudi on there was the one song I didn't like. Everything.
The Quavo and Takeoff joint.
Because it was, I forget the name of it, but it was like the only built for Cuban links. But it was like,
Quavo and Takeoff shit. Yeah, I played that a lot too. That's a good honorable mention. It's weird. It's weird hearing Takeoff now, man. I don't know. It's just weird that he's not here no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Out of all the rappers that have died, they all kind of hit, but this one's like, it's just weird. It's like it's like it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like. That's not something you would ever expect.
Yeah. He don't seem like he ever been in none of the nonsense at all whatsoever.
Yeah, so like to hear him on that Metro Boomin shit when he was on the end, I was like, dog, it's just weird hearing him and like knowing like he's not here no more. Like that's just a weird thing. It was hard with Nipsey and Mac and shit like that, but I accepted it a little better than with Takeoff for some reason. It's just like I haven't really accepted it all the way yet. But yeah, T Grizzly was mine. Chapters from the Trenches.
Yeah, I like that shit. I like
the way he was laying that out and like, bro, like so, like we was talking about it. I was like, I know nobody like. It don't seem like the past couple times I listened to T Grizzly and mentioned it, nobody's kind of like really feeling it. So I don't know if they check for this, but the storytelling that he was doing in this was phenomenal.
Great.
Yeah.
How he linked 3-4 songs together and still telling that.
I think he might be one of the, if not the best storytellers, definitely one of the best in hip hop. And he kind of took the mantle from King Von a little bit as far as the street storytelling.
Yeah, storytelling. Yeah.
That's what King Von was doing. T Grizzly was doing it a little bit, but since King Von passed, I feel like he kind of took that on more.
There's 3 albums that I didn't have on mine, but that I thoroughly enjoyed, and I would have loved to put them on my list, but just with the year being so stacked. So the first one is Full Court Press with Wiz Khalifa, Big Crit. And,
hell yeah.
That's one I listened to a lot. And then what was the shit? Well, I thought I had it.
The Roddy Ricch.
Roddy Ricch.
I was happy to hear Roddy get back to him.
Yeah, I think because what we mentioned, you know what I mean? Like he need to get back and find this little groove because I felt like those past couple albums just wasn't hitting on that same vibe. But this one had that upbeat, continuous feel all the way through. Like every song just leads right into the next and like keeping that same vibe throughout. Like that one is great, man. I listened to that one like all the way through past couple times. But it just came out this month. I mean, but yeah, that. Lil Durk, 72.
Yeah, I kept Dirk off.
7220.
That was one I had a hard time keeping off. Dirk, absolutely, and it made waves all year too.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was
and
a
I
hard
just
one to
think like
keep off.
he kept
That's
it
what I was
going
looking
with the
for.
features that he was doing too,
West
and
Side
just like
Boogie.
just kept.
West Side Boogie.
Yeah,
More
Boogie.
black.
I was going. He's another one that's
More
on
black
mine.
What was his
superheroes.
superheroes or something like
More
that?
black
What was it?
superheroes.
More black superheroes.
Yeah, that was a hard one to keep off. Tory Lanez. I had him on my.
Damn, I ain't listened to no Tory Lanez anything.
Man, that's hard.
And I know
I
people been
was
saying
not
it's
expecting
good.
it. I was not expecting to play the album as much as I did.
Yo Gotti.
And you know, I'm not.
He dropped at the top of the year with the double disc, the double joint. Yo
Yeah,
Gotti.
but I think it was that was the problem with it. It's just like
top of the year. Let's
too much.
coming heavy at the top of the year.
No, because he done stood the test of time by dropping the top of the year. But
he made my
it hasn't been this much music and everybody dropping in this year. I think that's what kind of made it go down for me. But yeah, I had that too. That CM10 Free Game, and only because it was an EP. That Sci-Hi he got.
Yeah, I saw Sci-Hi's EP when I was doing my list, and I was like, "That it's an EP, but that was a sneaky one."
Yeah, I liked that one.
You know, one that I just got onto this guy, and I know he's been out for a while, but I really enjoy it, and it's kind of up y'all alley if y'all are since y'all are outside more. Smino.
Yes, I kept him off because I consider him R&B. There's some people that normally we consider rap. Like y'all brought up that Cuddy Intergalactic shit.
That's a little. Yeah, that one. Remember that one year that Prez included Cuddy?
That's on my list. But yes, like Smino's another one. Like I consider him R&B. So Smino is like.
So that way you consider Future? That what you're trying to say, Cash?
You included Cuddy last year or the year before we invoked the December rule.
No, that wasn't me. That was me. That was Iggy. Iggy had him number one, and I'm like,
he wasn't R&B. He was.
It came out last week. How was number one for the year?
He was number one. I made him number one that year.
Number one. He was in your top 3 for sure.
He was high. He was top 5.
He was caught in the moment.
it had literally just came out that week.
Yeah, like it had been out.
I like the Lupe Fiasco, the drill music in Zion.
Yeah.
I know a lot of
mentioned
that was. I liked it. That was heavy
Che Noor. I like her shit. Like so. I think that's. It's a lot more, you know what I mean? But those are the ones that kind of stand out to me. I think it's one guy, Apollo Brown, with I don't know, that may be too inside for y'all. But yeah, so Apollo Brown and Phil.
Results take time, Simba. I know you mentioned that one, but that one was a
that was a good one. That's a good one.
That's similar.
Yeah, man.
That's simplified.
Like I said, y'all mentioned a couple that I didn't listen. I'm glad I didn't listen to those DJ drummers, but every one of the DJ drummers I did listen to was coming with. I'm glad I missed the ones that I missed.
That Snoop one might have been the only miss that Drama did this year, though. I can't think of another one that I didn't like.
No, I can't. There's one of a dude in New York that he dropped with the younger dude, but I don't know. I forget his name. That Drama dropped.
I know who you're talking about. It was like a fiery background, like buildings in the back.
Like a building, like a.
Yeah. I haven't listened to that yet, but he's a newer guy, right?
Yeah. I haven't listened to it either. So that's one I didn't check for.
I haven't checked that one either. That Ice Water Bezo shit is going crazy.
I like that, and I don't even.
And you know what's crazy about the Drama? Like it's getting released as an album, but like that Ice Water Vizo shit feels like a mixtape through and through. You know what I'm saying? Like it's getting released as albums, but them shits feel like tapes. You know what I'm saying? Like that feels like a mixtape. Like how he carried that shit.
Feel. Oh yeah, I like that feel, man. Like to where it's just not a whole lot of hooks. It's just motherfuckers just rapping, and if there's a hook, yeah,
I want to hear that shit in the back.
I love that shit, man. So
Kodak Black, Back for Everything. Like that was one that was played a lot. It was
dropped
just
twice this year, though, right?
Kodak? Yeah, we gonna talk about the second.
Yeah, he dropped Kill Bill,
Cutthroat Bill. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he dropped that one. He dropped 2.
And you fuck with the other one?
So Back for Everything was good. I really liked it. So that was one that got a lot of play.
Oh yeah. We're gonna bypass the Kill Bill one.
Did that
I
Fife
like
Dog
that
come out
Kill
this year?
Bill one, but
That Fife Dog came out this year too, right? That
Yeah.
was a solid
Big
project. And
Crit
if
solo,
you're
Big Crit solo joint too. I enjoyed that fuck out of that one
yes, I
too.
did too.
no, that was with
Yeah, I
the seasons,
think
right? Or the
Yeah, that was the one with the season you ain't like. You on record.
yeah, like that.
Yeah, I think Crit about to drop next year. I feel like he cooking up right now.
Yeah. Too
Well, he
positive.
just, that what we saying, he just dropped this year.
He dropped twice this year with the one with Wiz and Dizza, and then his personal.
Yeah, but those are old tracks, I thought.
Let's talk about
was it COVID, right?
Wiz said they got in and did that shit in like a week or two.
Okay.
2 Chainz, Dope Don't Sell Itself.
Damn, I forgot that dropped this shit. God,
yeah,
that was February.
Shit.
That was February, bro.
2 Chainz had a good year features.
Who's
What about Corday? I thought Cash was going to mention him.
Disappointed
in that one too. I agree.
He went through he dropped the Depression freestyle recently. Y'all heard that?
Nah.
What he depressed about?
I don't know. He said
he got 9 ways.
He said he tried to kill himself like 9 times.
Huh?
I'm gonna send it to you.
All you gotta do is go to tennis matches.
He said,
yo, you can't downplay the man depression, my guy. Goodness gracious. God, Lee, have some sympathy, Fred.
I do, but at the same time, people be ruining it. Like, it was like, man, I wish I was 20 and then, just come up on a.
I mean, he got Naomi. I mean, I'm not trying to downplay.
She depressed too, motherfuckers. Did y'all forget? She pulled out of her mattress because she was depressed.
I mean, she was depressed too. Yeah, she probably bringing him down. To be honest with you,
I don't know. I ain't gonna say all that, but
who's some standouts from this year that just didn't make it list, or just people you wanna?
Yeah, I mean, y'all had Freddie Gibbs. It was hard keeping him off mine, but I had him out of mine. Standouts this year though, like I said, man, ESTG,
young guys.
Yeah, Babyface Ray stood out a lot to me this year. ESTG
y'all ain't like the Little Baby
this year. Huh?
Oh, that was no, I didn't.
Who?
The Little Baby. Little Baby.
Nah, yeah, I did not like that album. He clearly was trying to dodge a Rico. He was trying to dodge a Rico with that album, Ray. Like that. he clearly was like, yeah, it's a fact. I mean, it's just what it is.
Yeah,
like,
everybody got locked up. Yeah,
he clearly know he on their radar, and he dropped the album to like chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that shit was bubbly as fuck.
Yeah,
I just
bro. Well,
it wasn't typical hungry little baby. He might need to take a break for a minute.
Yeah.
Did you say about Westside?
Too much songs. Westside
had a rough year too to me. Westside had a rough year to me. I think his attention is so into fashion right now, like music.
No. I enjoyed both Westside projects this year. Actually,
you did. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't get the.
Yeah, and I think it's because he's not on them as much.
The Lloyd Banks.
That was a good album. It's okay.
Good.
It was definitely. I felt like the way everybody was talking about the other one last year, this one was definitely better than that other one, the first Inevitable. I felt like I said, I thought he was playing around with he doing a little bit more of the ad libs up in there, playing around with his vocals a little bit more, so it was a little bit more entertaining than the one last year. So if you give me the two choices between those two albums, I enjoyed this album a lot more than I enjoyed that first album. So the Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, it wouldn't be in my top 20 personally at all.
Nah, it's not in my top 20.
Not a bad album, but just not I ain't returning to it often, if I'm being real.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Harlow pissed me off this year.
He came into the game.
Huh?
Yo, what about people just taking?
I said he pissed me off when he came into the game.
Jack Harlow.
I wish he's so, I mean, and this is bound to happen, but he's so mainstream now. It's like when he first came out and he was doing the glasses and shit.
LaRussell.
Yeah, that was good.
That's one I'm looking for.
Oh, LaRussell, yeah.
I know he been dropped. Like he been He's been great on social media and giving game and all of that, but like I'm waiting for the album. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he just released so much shit. Like it's just like it's hard to keep up. But I just need I just know whenever he do that album, he coming. Like I feel like he coming. He just, just buying his time. But and then there was somebody else I wanted to mention that kind of President mentioned, but Luca. You mentioned him several times this year, but he may make your indie list possibly, but he was an up and coming guy.
Yeah.
Mozzie, Survivor's Guilt. That's another.
Yeah, I like it. That was the last time he dropped before he went to jail.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, Mozzie.
Mozzie in jail.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's been a good year, man. I can't even lie. I listen to more R&B this year than rap, though.
Oh yeah.
You said Mozzie's in jail?
Yeah, he locked up.
What?
Oh, dang.
Yeah, he been in. He got a year for, I think it was like a gun charge or something. He turned himself in right after that album. He turned himself in.
No, I ain't know that.
Yeah, so he probably get out next year. But they, if you see the blogs, like they've been putting up pictures of him in jail and shit. So
no, I ain't. Shit, I ain't.
The Luca you was talking about is Raw Extractions.
Yeah,
that's the one that he dropped this year. But I mean, like, still.
So I do listen to people you mentioned.
Yeah. You just gonna keep like picking at it. You know you ain't listening at that mall. Like I'm telling you, the minute you do it,
I did not listen to the malls like that.
Yeah. I just don't know how you can like. Oh, I love Spitter, but then this mall's one. Oh, that's too far. I don't like it. That's
Spitter's very diverse. I mean,
yeah, Spitter kind of cool with this shit, man.
Yeah, he chill. Do you see
when
you
get off this, Iggy, when you get off this, can you please just put on that album? Listen at the first song. I guarantee from the first song, you're like, okay, I can. And then let me know just off that first song. Superheroes don't exist because he just dropped another album this year. Don't listen at that one.
What about
Superheroes don't exist.
I fuck with the Logic.
Man, get out of here with that nonsense. That
shit.
He retired. He retired.
It was okay. I'm not that hard on Logic like everybody else is, but he, yeah. I mean, he's earned his corny label for sure. But I thought it was okay. It was a little too. I think Logic need to shorten his track. He need to shorten his albums and stop doing like.
There's a lot of people that need to do that.
He need to do like 12 tracks.
There's a lot of people that need.
He need to get back focused and do his like. I like when he does like those albums, the theme type albums. I think that works best for him.
Yeah.
When he's sitting here and he's just trying to just go with whatever is like the popular type vibe, like those is when he kind of mess up. When he does,
I just think people have.
His
I think he got
ones, I think we go good.
His name is so sullied by the corny shit and the mixed people shit. Like he needs to shorten his listening experience, so where people are getting the best of him at short bursts, where it's not 19 songs. Because I mean, by the time you get to 19 songs,
he got to do how Russ is doing.
Yeah.
Russ is singling you to death, always posting about the singles, promoting a single. He ain't drop an album, I don't think this year Russ has dropped.
No, well, he did that DJ Khaled album. He did the one that was better than DJ Khaled, though.
Oh, yeah, but did that drop this year? Or was it in December last year?
Yeah, that was this year, wasn't it?
I think it was in December last year, the Russ joint where he did DJ Khaled thing, but with all the rappers, all the spitters.
That was last year.
DJ Khaled, he had a bunch of people on there.
Yeah, he just curated a project where it's just everybody that you know that can rap.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Logic should follow the Russ blueprint at this point, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Russ is.
Oh, you're right. It was December 8th. But it still would have fit in here for us.
Yeah, but it wasn't going to do that with the amount of quality. But all right, fellas, man, I got to go and get up out of here, man.
Same here.
It's been real.
Yes. Finally leveled the playing field. Never trust your sus. We define what's real. Shuffle shit, took losses. You know the deal. It was never an option to miss a meal. It was never an option to skip a bill. Got low, mindset of a Navy SEAL. Took my queen off the board. Now we move freely.